Reynolds back in a hurry. Reynolds to the hole. Rubio takes and scores! Down the lane, all the way through. The throw, the catch, touchdown!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. Buy clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. Buy Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
I always want, people to look on Virginia as something positive.
I try to take it one at bat at a time and go from there.
Singletary off the bounce against Sales. The fadeaway.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Caroline Hammond from the women's tennis team. We've got a lot of great highlights and features for you on today's show. But first, let's check out the play of the week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
Didn't get cheated, and that's what you want out of your guys up there. Fortunately, the ball happened to go out of the ballpark, and that can happen when you take an aggressive swing early in the count.
I was really looking, obviously, the first pitch, I was looking for a fastball. I put a pretty good swing on it and got up in the wind.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next.
Cavs have a 2-on-1. Reynolds inside, layup good.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. Our team had a couple of huge conference games this week against the Hokies and the Demon Deacons. Let's check out the highlights.
The Cavalier game highlights are presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Now it's Reynolds off a curl, low, Tunji, drop step, layup, good. Singletary right. Singletary going free throw line. He dumps the jump shot to Diani for the three. Book it. Goes to the right side, gets the screen. Sean has a little bit of an opening. He'll take the three. Bottom.
People want to come see us play because of the way we play. We play with a chip on our shoulder. We're a defensive team first and foremost. And now we've been working so hard in the gym. We're able to knock down shots. And with Coach Lato at the helm, it's pretty tough to beat us when you have leaders like JR and Kane.
Singletary going to the right side. Kane coming out 17. Go! Nice start by Jason Kane. Singletary in traffic. Sean looks at an open three. Bingo! Big mistake. Timeout, Virginia Tech. Diani, right side. Reynolds off the curl. Reynolds wants the three. Got to look. Good.
I've been asked about this throughout the week about what happened last game and any kind of revenge factor. And I don't think I played it down with them as well as everybody else, but obviously it lived in their mindset and it lived in their spirit, and they brought it in a very workmanlike atmosphere today.
Adrian coming off the down screen. He wants the jumper. Good! Just inside the arc. Adrian off a down screen. Singletary looks over his shoulder. In transition stop. Top of the key. Joseph, 22 feet. The three. Good!
I feel offensively it relieves a lot of pressure for JR and Sean. It helps everybody out. The more we distribute it, the more we do things to help them out is always good.
Singletary out of a crowd. Cavs want to run. Sends it left. Reynolds in the corner. Tucker for the three. Got it! Singletary off the bounce against Sales. The fadeaway. What a goal! Outside Washington. And the strip by JR. Cavs Browns have a 2-on-1. Reynolds inside, layup good.
As a result of playing defense, we were able to get some fast break looks, Adrian, as you mentioned, and get something going to the hole, which obviously was very helpful to go into the locker room up 8.
Singletary now will bring Singletary to the left side. Reynolds, an open 3 by JR. Book it! Singletary in a half court. Singletary outside the arc. Off the bounce, inside. Throws it up off the window. Give it to the little guy.
It was a very big win for us. Our role players stepped up and contributed. They helped us out with the win today.
Kane, diagonal, outside. Diani for the 3. Got it! It's a 6-point game. Virginia right back. Diani for the 3, and the answer good.
There was a lot of emotion in the building, and it picked up on me, and I came out tonight just thinking, I really need to get down on defense and start doing a lot of the things that I've kind of gotten away from these last couple of games.
Gives it up left side, the entry to Reynolds. Reynolds going to the baseline. Adele's got him. Singletary rotating over for the 3. Boom! Reynolds trying to work to Kane, gives it back to him. Kane off the bounce. Kane inside, drop step. The layup good by Jason, and a pretty play.
He has a lot of that in him. It's been sometimes hard to get him to do that more often and utilize his talents, his quickness, and we certainly got it from him in a big spot.
Backdoor Kane to the box. Kane inside, can't finish. Tip by Tunji, tip by Kane. Kane stayed with it. Singletary going right, got the screen. Singletary inside to Sarare. Score, layup good.
We have a chance on Saturday to do something very special, and something that, I spent a lot of time before the building was open talking about legacy or thinking about it and joking with some people, and that a lot of people will remember that first game here. Well, even more people will talk about and remember if we can take care of our business and call ourselves ACC champs. That's a special, special thing.
Reynolds trying to get by Hale, who's in. The 17-footer by JR. Forced it. Rebound. Lars went after it. Pump fake. And one. He got the layup. Lars, a terrific rebound. He got Visser in the air. It's a 4-point game again. 19-15. Singletary back on offense. Singletary looks for the 3. Pulls and hits. Singletary, the triple up top. Drum going to fadeaway. Baseline off the rim, no good. Singletary got the rebound away from Visser. Singletary with a lot of speed now going inside. Knocked down Smith, the jumper good. Singletary, the fadeaway, the collision. JR looking for help, and JR brings it outside. It'll be Harris for the 3. Good by Will Harris coming up top. Oh, the practice making perfect. Harris giving it up to Singletary in traffic. The bump at half court. Solomon Tat. Tat shows the fake. Singletary locks and loads for the 3. Bullseye.
Yeah, mark that down. Back-to-back possessions. Timeout. Skip Prosser.
Spacing in our offense was poor, and I thought the only time during the game where it was good was late in the first half, where we allowed ourselves to use that space to our advantage and go by people. In the second half, we didn't go by people nearly as effective or as much.
Tat off the drive. Tat inside, dumps low, layup good. Harris was there. Harris from Tat.
Yeah, Virginia not able to convert the last couple of possessions.
Harris inside. Harris runs over Visser and gets the layup inside. Will Harris takes it to the rack. Ismail Smith finally to Visser. Got by his man. The cut in the jam. Visser got by Pettinella. Virginia on offense. Reynolds at the wing. Pump fake. Reynolds 17. The jumper good and one. JR's going to the free throw line. He hit a 17-footer. Diani looking to go left to Reynolds. Reynolds at the wing. Reynolds got by. Runs to Michalowskis. Layup is no good. Lars can't finish. Got the rebound position. Layup good. Lars Michalowskis. 50-49 and a good play by Lars.
So Virginia gives up a key possession there with a 1-point lead.
Visser got bumped, foul and one. Got hit by Lars low.
Defense, other than what happens on a stat sheet, there's a lot of things that go into it, and more presence than anything else. And I don't think over the course of 40 minutes we had great presence with our defense, and we broke down at key times, especially enough to really hurt us.
Joseph has got him going baseline with a left hand. Drum, they rotate for the 3. Singletary got their lane, and Drum hit it. Drum on a fadeaway, knocks down a pretty tough triple. 56-53. Off the bounce, JR trying to get free, dribbled it off somebody's shoe. Drum dives, gets it to LD Williams. Williams against Singletary, drives in, layup good. Williams, a big play.
We defended ourselves today. We had so many instances that I can go back to that in times gone by we've done correctly that we didn't do correctly today.
That time it was Smith that broke down the defense.
Singletary, jump shot from 15, good. Elbow right side. He knocks it down just next to the free throw line. It's a 1-point game at 4-28, 65-64. Smith, crossover. Elbow left side against Tucker. In trouble. Outside, Scheme for the three. Good. Scheme came high. Kane, second free throw coming, can pull Virginia within one. Free throw, Kane, rotation, front of the rim, no good. Tip by Tucker, no good. Tip by Singletary, no good. And the rebound, Jamie Skeen.
Could have made history today in a positive way, but I guess you can look at it on the bright side. Nobody picked us to be up there at the top of the ACC anyway, so just got to take it for what it's worth. We got 2 more weeks. We got 2 more tournaments to play, and we got to stay optimistic about it. And we just got to get back, working out hard, and just got to put a lot more energy than we played with tonight.
J.R. Reynolds has been just awesome this year. The fourth-year guard from Roanoke, Virginia, has had a wonderful career for the Cavaliers and saved his best for his last season. J.R. Reynolds is your Student Athlete of the Week.
The Student Athlete of the Week is presented by the Virginia Lottery. In 2006, the Virginia Lottery contributed a record $454 million to public schools throughout the Commonwealth.
I'm having fun right now. I've been through so much, and it's just time to have fun. You never gonna get them games back. This is my last year, so you gotta enjoy it because you're never gonna get it back again.
When you take over a program, whether you get off to a slow start or have immediate success, it often depends on the mindset of your guys, more even than the talent. And from day one, JR has been accepting of the approach that I've tried to give to he and the rest of his team. And he has been a coach's player, a guy that listens, doesn't talk, responds, very, very respectful, has leadership quality, so he has the ability to give to the other guys on his team what I'm trying to give to him.
It's like a father figure to me, on and off the court. Anytime I need something, I can go to him and talk about anything. Well, I thought I knew what working hard was, until he came here, and he showed us how to work hard, and I think that's paying off right now.
My job with JR is to, through nurturing, however that may be, sometimes gentle, sometimes the opposite of gentle, is to get him to understand, one, his place and what he has to do as a young man to make his place in this world through basketball, and then ultimately to be able to have some role in terms of leadership to give to whomever he comes in contact with.
Singletary across the timeline.
We've been through the tough times. We've been through the tough times together. We've grown together and become better persons on and off the court. I think that helps both of us out, especially when we're playing. Because, we just feed off each other, feed off each other's energy.
Life is nothing more than a ladder, and every day you're trying to climb one more rung. So anytime that you take a breath and feel like there is no more rungs to climb, then you've made the first and most major mistake in terms of where you want to be. And he sees within basketball specifically that there's more expansion to his game and our game and our season. And I think because he plays an integral role in that he can see it for us as clearly as he can see it for himself.
It's going to be something special, because I promised my mom, that I was going to get a degree. And, to get it from a junior, you can't ask for anything better. It's going to mean a lot to my whole family. I'll be the first person, out of my family to get a degree. That's something big.
How hard have you had to work for it?
Oh, real hard. It's Virginia. It don't come easy, baby. It don't come easy. Them degrees don't come easy, so you got to work hard for it. I always want, people to look on Virginia as something positive. And, hopefully, in the near future, they'll look at it, at not only the school, but as the program, as, one of the tops in the country.
Our 7th-ranked baseball team is off to another great start, and one of the reasons is the play of shortstop Greg McClatt. Greg has batted an incredible .513 average his first 10 games, and he is the story of this week's Who's Heating Up.
Who's Heating Up is brought to you by Propane, exceptional energy.
I know my job is to get on base as a leadoff guy and to produce by scoring runs, stealing bases, just making things happen for our team. And, whatever I do, whatever I can do to achieve that is basically what I try to do. And I try not to think, 3, 4. I try to take it one at bat at a time and go from there. I put in a lot of hard work over last summer and in the fall and in the winter. Working over the summer course was primarily just by myself, just working in by myself. But when I got back with the fall, I was working on some things about staying behind the baseball and stuff with Coach Mack. But yeah, I'm seeing the ball better. I'm not trying to not putting too much pressure on myself. Last year at the beginning of the year, I was fighting for a spot in the lineup. So now I'm comfortable. I've been in the system for a year, and everything's just I guess it's slowed down for me. Everything has.
Coming up after the break.
The ACC Women's Basketball Tournament got started on Thursday in Greensboro. Let's take a look at Debbie Ryan's squad and our Women's Basketball Spotlight.
The Women's Basketball Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
Now backdoor pass, Zoll zips it inside, middles, Bills goes reverse style layup left to right and scores off the window.
We played very hard today. We had to play hard to score on them. They were very physical inside and a little bigger than we were, and I just thought we played extremely well physically today on the offensive end, which made a big difference because it gave us some and ones and got us to the free throw line. We really held onto the ball today, and we handled their contact well, but they're tough to play against. They're physical and they're athletic.
Kellum, Milner, Wright, Middles, and Williams. Kellum drives down the lane, hands to Middles. Great play by Kellum to just blaze right by Campbell, and Middles with the finish. Virginia grabs the lead back. And now Kellum strips the ball from Yenser. Felicia picks up the loose ball, driving hard down the right side, scores it, and a foul. She got grabbed from behind and still had the strength to finish on the break and has a chance for a three-point play.
We just kept trying to battle back and get as close as we could before halftime. Basically, figure out what we had to do in order to stop them. Obviously, the offensive performance was really incredible. I thought that we played, very, very well offensively, and we know we're a good offensive team, but we have to get so much better on defense. And tonight, we decided to do it in the second half, and it was a good time to decide that.
Wright dribbling straight away, about 30 feet out, driving hard right on Campbell, drives all the way through, in deep, runs up the right-hander, off the glass, and good. Monica Wright now with 18 points, and Virginia crawls within 2.
Crosser left hip, and that's where somebody was.
Wright explodes baseline, hit from behind, lay it up good, and a foul.
Throw that easy pass.
Hardy is very active inside. Here's Middles working her way down the lane, got hit from behind with no call, and still scores off the glass. Williams, middle of the lane, triple team, had the ball punched away. McGuire recovers, touches to Middles, bumblewee jumper, splash, and a foul. Now Zoll will fake off the middle screen, takes it baseline off the dribble, spins, puts up a running jumper, good move, and the score on top of Abby Waiter. Monica calling for help, but now running point from the top of the circle. And Lindsey Harding, the ACC Defensive Player of the Year, has the assignment. Wright spins through traffic, short pull-up jumper, good. She took Harding to school, and that's hard to do.
We did a fairly good job in the opening minutes of the game, but it was evident from the start that Duke's defense was making us play too fast offensively, and regardless of the adjustments that we made, we never really got ourselves into any sort of a comfortable pattern offensively the entire game. And when your offense when you're not making shots, sometimes you have breakdowns defensively. But I felt fairly good going in at halftime. I thought we made some nice runs in the first half, trying to get back. We just never really got into any sort of a rhythm, which is all a credit to Duke, and is probably why they're the #1 team in the country.
That was a good win for us. Anytime you can beat Syracuse, especially early in the season, it's a great way to get going. Thought the game was a little sloppy, especially early, but I thought we settled down a little bit. Certainly the defense and Kip Turner from about the middle of the second quarter till the end was probably the key overall. Ben Rubior, even only as a third year, he's our leader out there. He's probably our smartest kid and one of our best players. I'm not going to get too excited about anything. It's still only March the 3rd, but certainly this was a positive step for us. But I like this group, and I think we have a chance to be a good lacrosse team. We just got to keep moving. We just got to keep moving on and upward.
He showed tonight why he's a good prospect. He had 9 strikeouts and really dominated the game from the start. I feel like we do a fantastic job of holding runners because our pitchers do a very good job of varying their looks and controlling the running game, and it helps when you have a catcher with an arm like Bo.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We'll be back next week with more great features plus highlights from the men's ACC basketball tournament. Until then, I'm your host, Caroline Hammond. Go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program.